Hey, welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to easily encrypt files and send it securely to a recipient over various means. Now, if you want to see the written version of how to get this done, you can find a link to my website in the video description. Okay, first and foremost, important note, this method will only work on a Windows computer. If there's enough requests, I can show how to get this done on a Linux method. Maybe I can do some research for you and get that done. If you're a Mac user, well, your problem is that you're using a Mac, and I wish you good luck. So that's that. So why is this important? Well, for example, right now is tax season, and for the longest time, for years before I dropped Gmail for Proton, is that Google could scan your attachments. So when you send your tax information, like your T4 here in Canada, it's a T4, your income tax from your job, it can scan all the contents of what your attachments are. If you think you're clever enough to zip everything and put a password on the zip, AI can bypass that easily, okay? Especially services like when you attach a Gmail, it'll use Gemini AI. If you attach it in a Hotmail or Live, which is Microsoft services, it'll use Copilot and scan the contents and sell your data. So we're gonna pretend these are my accountant files I wanna send. In order to get this done, again, you cannot use zip method and with a password because it's not encrypting it. We want to encrypt it. So what we wanna do is look for a software called 7-Zip. Many of you might be already familiar with this. Maybe you weren't aware of the encryption method. Before you download anything like this on the internet, do your research. Even if you doubt my video, that's completely fine. I encourage you to do your research. You'll find out that 7-Zip is very safe and very popular. And then you find it. I'm using StartPage, which is a privacy-based search engine. It's not like Google stealing all your data or Bing. Go to the website, 7zip.org, download and install it. Now, when that's done, you have two methods to get this done. One is to hit the Windows button in the bottom left and search for 7-Zip. When it opens up, select these files and drag it into the window. The easier and faster method is to select your files and highlight them, right-click, show more options, 7-Zip, add to archive. From here, you're going to choose where do you want the export to go, like the new file we're going to make. Where do you want it to land? I'm just going to put in the same folder we're in, so that's cool. You can rename it to whatever you want. The archive format should be 7Z. That's the default, but if it's not, make sure it's set to that. Everything else we want to leave as is. We don't care about that. And we want to skip everything up until we go to create SFX archive. You want to check that. And then you want to enter a password. By default, it'll be like this. You have to enter the password and confirm it. I'm just showing password because it's easier. We'll just put testing. And you want to make sure that AES 256 is enabled. Encrypt file names is completely optional. And just simply hit OK. If you're doing documents like tax documents, it'll be much faster. It's because I'm compressing a WAV file. It's like 211 megs. It'll take a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is let this complete, and I'm going to transfer it over to a computer that is not running 7-Zip to pretend I'm the recipient, and I'll show you what it looks like. So to prove that this works well, I'm going to be doing this on a Linux Mint device, but it'll also work almost exactly the same on a Windows device. Here I'm a Linux Mint. You can laugh at my computer specs. There's like a 14-year-old or 12-year-old processor, but hey, thanks to Linux, it runs better than ever than it did with Windows, so joke's on you. Anyway, the method on Windows, you double click it and it'll prompt it for the password, and then you just extract it. Super easy. The concept is almost the same on Linux, but let me demonstrate what happens if you type it in wrong. So on Linux Mint, I have to right click, open with Archive Manager. I type in random gibberish. As you can see, the password is way too long. It does not work. So we know the password is working as intended. If I do open with Archive Manager again, this time I type in the password correctly. There it is. Hit OK. You can see the contents. Again, very similar concept to what you do on Windows. You do the same thing on Linux Mint. Other distros might be similar. You right click, extract. It's going to ask you where do you want to put it. I'm going to put it in the same folder. Hit extract. You just wait just a tad bit. Close. And there we have my files. If I can get it working. There we go. And we have my files that I had encrypted. For this point, what I'm going to do now for my tax return is use the same method and send the files, my sensitive documents, to my accountant. And then I'm going to text my accountant my password. Please, for the love of God, do not put it in the same service you're sending it over. So if you're sending it over Gmail, do not send your password in Gmail. And that's pretty much a wrap. So that's how you encrypt files. Super easy. Send it to a Linux or Windows recipient, and you're off to the races. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to check out my website link in the video description. Hit the like button, it does help. Subscribe, it literally helps my channel grow. Maybe consider hitting the super thanks button because I have to make these videos after hours when I am not working, and that's pretty much a wrap.